Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into a clinical-grade protocol. We're talking about a professional medical blueprint that's designed to completely transform your health and fundamentally rewire your daily momentum. You know, if your mornings constantly feel like this chaotic, rushed blur, well, this protocol, it offers a radically different approach. So ask yourself, are you running your day or is your day running you? For so many of us, the alarm goes off and boom, immediately we're in this defensive, reactionary mode. We literally let the outside world dictate our energy before we've even had a chance to set our own baseline. Okay, let's dive into this because we're going to look at the exact opposite approach. We're flipping the script so that you are the one holding the reins. Every single morning gives us two distinct paths. Path number one is the reactive morning. You know the drill. Rushing out the door, endlessly scrolling on your phone, and basically operating in a state of disorganized panic that spikes your stress hormones before you've even had a bite of breakfast. The alternative? That's the proactive morning. This is an intentional, highly focused approach built on a specific 10-habit blueprint recommended by medical pros. When you choose this proactive path, you aren't just changing your morning. Actually, scratch that. You are fundamentally changing your entire biological and psychological trajectory for the next 16 hours. Now, you might be thinking, look, I barely have time to tie my shoes in the morning, let alone implement some massive new routine. But here is the crazy part. This entire transformation, drastically improving your brain power, your focus, productivity, and your mental and physical well-being, it takes a commitment of just 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That's the core thesis here. It's a high-impact, incredibly efficient system designed for busy people who want absolute maximum results. So how do we do it? This holistic morning system is broken down into three distinct phases. Phase 1 is the physical awakening. Phase 2 is the mental primer. And Phase 3 is the strategic launch.
Let's kick things off with Phase 1, the physical awakening, which is all about building biological momentum.
This phase is all about the immediate actions you take the literal second your feet hit the floor. Let's move to a Mario and see how this builds. It's a rapid-fire sequence. You drink water, you stretch your body, you get natural sunlight, and you take a cold shower. Let's unpack exactly why this specific combination of physical actions is prescribed to kickstart your biology. The science behind these first three habits is absolutely fascinating. Think about it. You've just been asleep for 7 or 8 hours. That is a really long fast, without a single drop of fluid. So downing a large glass of water immediately is absolutely crucial for brain hydration. Your brain desperately needs that water to fire its synapses effectively. You're literally rehydrating your cognitive engine. Next up, stretching. Now, we aren't talking about a full hour of intense yoga here. It's just about quick mobility. It wakes up your central nervous system and promotes an active lifestyle from minute one. And then, natural sunlight and nature exposure. Stepping outside, even for just a minute or two, completely resets your circadian rhythm, signaling to your brain that, hey, it's time to be alert and awake. It's a completely natural physiological wake-up call that a cup of coffee just cannot replicate. Now, what's really interesting about this next habit is, well, it brings us to the one we all kind of love to hate, the cold shower. Look, I know it might make you want to shiver and fast forward right now, but from a medical perspective, a brief cold shower acts as a mild, controlled shock to your system. It forces you to take these deep breaths, ramps up your heart rate, and causes a massive rush of blood right through your body. The result? Instant alertness and an incredibly refreshing energy spike that leaves you feeling totally invincible before you've even put your clothes on. Moving right along, we hit Phase 2, the mental primer. This is where we transition from that raw external energy to cultivating a deep internal calm. Central to this phase is deep breathing. By practicing some calm breathing exercises or even a really brief meditation, you're actively utilizing a proven medical tool to engage your parasympathetic nervous system. In plain English, you are literally telling your brain to calm down and actively reducing your baseline stress levels. Just 1 minute of intentional, deep breathing creates this peaceful internal environment, acting like a shield against the inevitable chaotic moments the day is definitely going to throw at you. Building right on that calm, we combine positive music with inspiring reading. On one side, listening to relaxing, instrumental audio creates an incredibly calm atmosphere in your morning. On the other side, reading just a few pages of a motivational book or studying something new. It feeds your brain. It's the exact same high-quality mental nutrition that highly successful people use to prime their mindset every single morning, without fail. And that brings us to Phase 3, the strategic launch. taking actionable control. Now, you might actually be a little surprised to see making your bed pop up here in the strategic launch phase. I mean, it sounds so simple, right? Like a basic chore from childhood. But the psychological power behind this one simple action is immense. By making your bed, you're accomplishing the very first task of the day. It gives you a quick, undeniable win. Plus, it establishes an immediately neat, organized environment. When your physical space is orderly, your mental space naturally follows suit, giving you this quiet little boost to productivity before you even walk out of your bedroom. And this brilliantly illustrates our next step, strategic planning. Writing your goals down on paper, using productivity planners, and organizing your workspace, this prevents you from just aimlessly drifting into your workday. By taking literally 2 minutes to physically write down your top priorities and arrange your desk, you're setting a clear, unshakable trajectory for success. You are deciding what matters today, rather than just letting your email inbox decide for you. Which brings us to the capstone of the entire morning blueprint, self-reflection. Taking a brief moment for thoughtful morning journaling and aligning yourself with your bigger goals provides the absolute crucial final piece of the puzzle. This is all about deep self-improvement. It grounds you, it reminds you of your why, and it ensures that the highly energized, hyper-focused state you've just built is pointed in the exact right direction for your long-term success. Finally, we arrive at the prescription, your daily transformation. So the crucial point is this piece of medical advice right here. Start with just 1 or 2 habits today. It is so easy to look at a 10-step blueprint and feel like you have to conquer the whole shebang flawlessly tomorrow morning. But honestly, that is just a recipe for burnout. Give yourself permission to start small. Drink the water, make the bed, master those 2 first. Once they become automatic, then you layer in the deep breathing or the cold shower. Build your transformation step by step. And when you do build that momentum, just look at the 10-minute return on investment. For the incredibly small price of a few minutes each morning, you are buying yourself increased brain power, absolute laser focus, significantly higher productivity, and deeply improved mental and physical well-being. It is arguably the highest return on investment you could possibly get from 10 minutes of your time. You are literally investing in your own biology and psychology. Because here's the truth. Tomorrow morning is coming, whether we're ready for it or not. The alarm is going to ring. And when it does, who will you choose to be? Are you going to just react to the world, letting the day dictate your stress? Or will you proactively seize control, using this blueprint to launch into your day with power, focus, and intent? The choice is entirely yours. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer. Now go out there and absolutely own your morning.